What's up? How's everybody doing? I am doing fantastic. I hope you all are doing well. I have not made a video in a minute. I made one maybe a week or so ago, but I didn't post it. I deleted that video. I still want to touch base on the things that I talked about, but I decided not to reveal all of the things that I had recently found out about someone, so I will dance around it. They'll still know it's them, but I wanted to make a message relating to that just to help others, not necessarily call this person out. I have wanted to uh, do that as far as exposing others, but I just don't want to give them my energy anymore. It's just not worth it. I have elevated a lot since my last video. I've been very busy, working hard. God is blessing me as always for walking on my path, being in my purpose, being obedient to Him and everything that He's asking me to do. Everything is falling into place. It is working out just how it should. I am right where I need to be. I want to encourage all of you guys to keep pushing forward, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and also being obedient, and you will continue to ascend, elevate, become closer to God, and be blessed beyond measure. I am living proof of it, and I want to cheer all of you guys along with myself on continuously because this never stops, no ceilings. So I'm checking in from my new place. I am no longer a camper. No more hotels, no more campsites. God has blessed me with another apartment of my own. I have 2 bedrooms, so I'm trying to get everything ready for my convoy and get everything ready for my upcoming trial. I am super stoked about everything being put into motion, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I have not been able to take the smile off of my face. Not that I normally do, but it has been effortless. The small things have turned into big things. I don't have to look so hard to find silver linings anymore because they're smacking me in the face. It's wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope all of you will continue to do what you were supposed to do for God on your missions and on your shadow work and get everything that you want to manifest to come to fruition in your life. Just remember everything that you think about, everything that you talk about, everything that um, you write about, anything that you want to happen will happen if you just put in the work. It's hard work. I'm not going to lie. I say that always. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And I said that to someone today at lunch. I told them about being positive and spreading kindness and having living in a constant state of gratitude. And they said that they didn't want to try that hard. They wanted to stay where they are because nobody really messed with them there. And I was like, but you're not elevating either. So you have no motion in your life. There's nothing, um, there's no reward because you haven't moved an inch. You're just complacent. You're staying in that rut. You're using defense mechanisms as a front. It might protect you in the moment. It might help you feel safe and secure from the things that have happened in your past. But what we want to do is we want to bring those to the surface, not necessarily in front of other people and put a spotlight on it for everyone to see, but we want to highlight it to ourselves when we're doing our shadow work. We want to address it. We want to feel that pain and heal from those past traumas so that we don't have to use defense mechanisms anymore. There's no front, there's no mask, there's no anything to hide behind, nothing to wear except the armor of God. That's what we want to focus on. We don't want to stay where we are. We want to keep moving. We want to keep going up, leveling up. So That's what it's all about, guys. And I am living proof that this is happening for me. It can happen for you. All glory be to God. I will never take credit for it. The only reason that I am where I am and I have the things that I have is because of God. He has helped me to develop the strength. He has carried me when I couldn't walk. He has given me everything that I have needed and right on time. You just have to do the work and you have to be patient. Pray to Him about everything because He is all that you need. He will work through you, He will work through people, He will work through anything in the universe that can possibly come to you and give you blessings, give you guidance, give you the courage, the strength, the bravery. He will give you everything that you need. Just have faith, put in the work, stay in constant prayer, gratitude, positivity. It will happen, guys. I am always going to share my testimony every step of the way. I might not give you extreme details, but I'm always going to praise Him and I'm always going to let you know that when you surrender, it will happen. Stop trying to control everything. The only thing that we have control over is ourselves. So just work on your healing, your emotional maturity, work on not reacting because that's what they want you to do. Be consistent in your character and live your authenticity. Put it on blast. Show everyone every day of your life, whether it's on camera, whether it's in person, who you have worked so hard to become, and the things that you have left behind are no longer going to be part of your daily life. It's not part of who you are anymore. You have healed from those things. You don't need to carry those wounds. You don't need to hurt others because you're not hurt anymore. You don't have to turn around and look at those things from your past. You have dealt with them, you have given them up to God, and they are off of your plate. So you can work on things that make you happy. You can work on your goals. You can work on helping others and being a blessing. So I've made other videos recently. I have not posted them. Actually, I just deleted some because I don't want to respond anymore at all. Not just, not giving people the responses that they want, that they're trying to um, pull from you by the words that they say, by the actions that they take. They want you to fit their narrative, so they're going to poke and prod and be negative and be hateful because they want to get a rise out of you and they want you to meet them at that level of low vibration and get you to act out of your character that you've worked so hard to develop. It's not who I am anymore. I don't choose to respond to them. I don't choose to give them any of my energy. I know on my post about being stalked at the park, I didn't delete anything until the end. I don't care for other people to see how enemies are responding. I love for it to be on full display. I love for you to display what your character is. I want people to see that, and I want them to see that I'm not responding because I don't care. I don't care. The only reason that I posted that a picture of the car that had been stalking me is for the person that was in that car to see that I saw you. It's got to be exhausting. There's no way that you would be hanging out by the boat ramps at the crack of dawn, like before most people are even awake, because I was up very, very early that day. I was on a mission. I had business to take care of. And I just happened to see them. I don't focus on that stuff because they want me to. I know that they're there. I know that they're doing things like that. I don't care. I don't let it affect me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, which is shine every day and keep moving towards my goal, which is making myself a better person, which is getting my son back, which is not letting any of the things that have been thrown at me keep me stuck or down or depressed. I am going to keep being me. I'm going to keep elevating and moving forward no matter what anyone has tried to do to make my life harder or to make me sad, because it didn't work. It's never going to work because I have God And when you have a special relationship with the divine and you do things to that person, you are also doing things to God, and He doesn't like to be mocked. So, along with building your karma and digging pits for other people to fall in, um, trying to stab them in the back, you're going to fall in your own pit. You're going to be judged by God. You're going to be served your karma. You're going to fall on your own sword. So, as much as people try to quote the Bible, say that they're followers of God, and then they turn around and do things like that to people that are in their divine purpose, it's a contradiction. You're a walking contradiction, and it's not going to do anything but come back on you. And I hate that. I have prayed for you to stop. I have prayed for God to help you to stop. You have been warned many times. You don't stop. You continue to lie viciously. Talk about slander being done to you, but there's a whole smear campaign that's been done to me, and people have been recruited and lied to try and get more and more people to help you to commit um, lies against me. This whole smear campaign, this whole um, defamation of my character, it's been a relentless attack, which I don't pay any attention to anymore. It's just on full display how hard that you've tried to bring me down, and how you will not stop, and how you continue. And the more that you continue, the more that you look ridiculous, the more that people don't believe you, the more that how you've lied and how big the lies are coming to light. It's not, I don't have to do a thing. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Every time you comment, every time you chase a lawyer down after court, every time you speak to a judge, every time you talk to my child, every time you go around to strangers or people that you know, it becomes more and more apparent and more clear what you're doing and how you're lying and how it's not true. So keep doing it. You like it. I love it. Keep doing it. Just keep it up, okay? Because I can't help you anymore. You've dug your own pit. It's not for me. If you've talked bad about me, I've lost my job. You lose your job. And you talk about me, what's the other big thing that's been said? Well, for one, that I lie. Um, you lie. I don't lie. My story never changes. I don't have to call your landlords. I don't have to call your mortgage people. I don't have to call the place where you live and try to have you kicked out with lies saying that I tried to hit someone's car who was stalking me and they got caught. That I've complained on rangers, which I never have. I don't have to lie. I don't have to create these fabulous, um, huge, elaborate, dramatic lies to spread or try and call and tattle or be a Karen. I don't have to do any of that. And I will not let you disturb my peace with it anymore. I do not care. I am living my life for God. I'm living for myself. I'm living for my son. I pray for my other son every day as well. I know that he's still thick as thieves with all of the enemies. I am not under, even though I've posted to him and told him that I love him, I know exactly where he stands. And I cannot, it's so hard for me to stomach that he was manipulated, that he let, um, he's so smart. He's so smart. Caleb, I love you. You're so smart. I can't believe that you let these people have control over you. You let them in so deeply that you believed everything that they said and what you needed to do. You are such an independent person and you can cut people off on a dime. I cannot understand how you let um, them control you and take over your life with manipulation. It's not even disappointing anymore. It just seems like that person that I raised is not even there. They don't, it's like they never, you were never that person. It's been so long since I've seen that person in you. Even when, before this happened, a couple years before this happened, my son was not acting loving towards me. He started turning things around from his childhood and saying that I never let him do anything. I never let him hang out with anybody. Like, I wasn't a good mom. And those things weren't true. It was like his memories of his childhood and me were completely flipped all of a sudden. And he couldn't recall any of the good times. He couldn't recall any of the things that really happened because I was overly permissive. I didn't do the things that he said that I did as far as keeping him away from people, or I probably was too lenient, especially when I got a divorce and had to work 2 jobs. I wasn't around as much as I needed to be, and he was left to do what he wanted to do too much of the time. So all of that started before this happened. So I know that he was in contact with the family that I had cut off long before I realized what they were doing and how badly things were going to get. But I do pray for him. I know that I can't keep him from his karma. I can't keep those people from their karma. They've always had warnings from me, from God, from their spiritual team, and they chose to ignore it all. So Judgment Day is upon us, and it will come to your enemies too. You just keep being compassionate and graceful, and don't meet them where they're at. Do not respond the way that they want you to respond, because they want the work that you've put into yourself and the person that you have worked so hard to become to be a facade. They have made light of it. They've joked of it. They have told people that that's not really you, that you're the one wearing the mask. You're the narcissist. You're, all the things that you've exposed about them. They want to project it back onto you. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What you think about yourself is what matters. The work that you know that you've done, don't discount that. Keep patting yourself on the back. Keep cheering yourself on. Know that you are in your authenticity, and they are going to do whatever they are going to do. Let them, and the chips will fall where they may. That's all you can do, is just love them from afar. Don't ever let them back in your life again. And you just keep working on yourself every day, and you pour into the people that pour into you. You fill your cup so high that anything else is overflow, and that's all you need. That is all you need. You don't need to go back to the past. You don't need to beg anyone for attention or love. You don't need to argue with anyone and prove that you are who you are. You just be it, and everyone will see it. It will seep from your pores. So you won't have to convince anyone. It's on you, not in you. Everything comes to light. So just give it time. It's not your time, it's God's time, but vengeance is His. It's not yours. So you just keep doing what you're doing and protect your peace and your heart at all costs. My cutoff game is so strong, you guys. I don't give people very long. The first red flag and I'm out. The first projection and I'm out. Lately I have received projections from some people around me. I was called a follower. I was like, I am the last person that is following, because I have been a lone wolf. I have marched to the beat of my own drum. If I was a follower, then I would be right where my uncle wanted me to be, and walked right down the road that he was trying to lead me down, and joined his little group. And I would still be doing cakes, and I would still be living in his house, and I would still be thinking that he was the best thing since sliced bread. And none of this would have happened to me, because I would have fallen right into the plan that they had, and there would have been no resistance. I wouldn't have risen up. I wouldn't have lit my own self on fire and risen from the ashes and been this wonderful new version that God is blessing for all of that hard work today. None of that would have happened. I thank them so much for revealing who they really were, for pushing me so hard that I had to resist, that it cracked me wide open so that I could become who I am right now, because she's awesome. I've always been awesome, but this person is truly amazing, because I don't need anyone but God, and I know how strong I am now, and I can do anything. I don't need any of them. I don't miss it. I don't care about it. I love them as human beings and children of God, but there's no way that I'd ever want to go back. So thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, at first it was devastating, but now I am in complete awe of the transformation, and I I'm so proud that I was able to do that with God's help, and I wouldn't trade it for anything now. I do want that for all of you. I know that you all have the strength to do it, and I hope that it doesn't take something like what I have gone through to start your own transformation, and the work that you need to do on yourself to heal and separate yourself from the things that don't serve you, to get on your path and your purpose, so that you can start feeling freedom from the chains that bind, from the indoctrination, from the conditioning, so that you can start ascending and going up and being at peace and feeling like it's heaven on earth, because you have created that for yourself. And you don't need to feel like you have to stay where others want you to stay, where you're not thriving. There are many, many options for you to get out of that. And I truly hope that it doesn't come to any kind of devastating moment in your life for you to be able to make those decisions and those choices, and to put in the hard work, because I don't want anybody to stay stuck or to feel like they are that there's no way out. I don't want it to come to any really painful moment for you to get out. Make that choice without it coming to blows, without it coming to suffocation, without it coming to betrayal or heartache. Identify the first red flag, and get out on your own and start doing what I'm doing without it coming to a head. Like, get in front of it. That's what I want all of you to do. I encourage all of you to listen more and talk less. I am on here talking so that you don't have to. I have gone through all the trials and errors. I want to give you a heads up on what to do and what not to do. And one of the biggest things that I have learned through all of this is, for one, emotional maturity, and not reacting, not expending your energy where it's like, don't waste it on people that are not worth it, don't care. You don't have to say anything. God's got you. God's got it. It's already been done. But when you listen to people, you sit back and you let them tell you what their intentions are. They will every single time. They can't help but to do that. A hit dog is gonna holler. I posted that picture on the internet of the car that was stalking me, and they came out of the woodwork. Fake profiles, actual profiles. Um, they came out of the woodwork. I said one thing in one video about be careful who you're talking to on the internet, and somebody emailed me and said, I know you're talking about me. No, I wasn't. But if you were hit by what I said, then the dog is going to holler. I wasn't talking about that person, but they exposed themselves. So it hit home for them, even though I wasn't trying to. They told on themselves. So it will happen with the projections. It will happen with slips of the tongue. I had something happen to me not too long ago where I'm not going to give the details of, but just a couple of days ago, I've told this person point blank to their face that I danced with the devil many times. And just because I let someone get in my energy, a lot of times I'm holding a mirror up to you. I see you. I know what you're doing. You've already told on yourself, but I'm giving you the opportunity to see that coming at someone with a divine purpose that is walking with God with negative intentions will only come back on you with horrible, horrible karma. And if you choose to keep doing that, you know what you're doing. You have asked for it. You have intentionally done that to yourself. Please stop. Please value your life and the lives of your loved ones that will be impacted by your karma as well, enough to stop doing what you're doing, because I see you. No one's been fooled, but I'm choosing to hang around and give you a chance to stop. Just stop what you're doing. Repent. Be a better person. Vibrate higher. Get away from the people that you're hanging out with, because even if you are not choosing to be like them, just being in their presence and their company, you're going to start vibrating the same, and therefore creating the same karma for yourself. It's You're gonna like attracts like, so you're gonna be the same. You're not gonna um, be in the presence of low vibrating people and not be a low vibrating person eventually. You're just not. Not unless you're some double agent and you're working your way out of it at the same time that you're trying to keep the peace, because I understand sometimes you go down that rabbit hole and it's very hard to get out if you change your mind mid mission. So I pray for you guys too, because I know there are some guys out there that regret what they did, and they're trying to get out without I don't want to say I don't want to say what could happen, but horrible things could happen if you um, start to try and course correct mid mission with people that they think have convinced you to carry out their dirty work. So I pray for you guys as well. It's admirable. Be careful, but it can be done. Just start praying. Get yourself out of there. Isolate if you need to. Tell the truth, even if it means that you get in a little bit trouble. The first ones out will receive more immunity than anyone that refuses to course correct at all, ever. So it can be done, and your life can be better. Even if you have to get into a little bit of trouble first, it won't be as bad as it could be if you just do the right thing. And I know that God can provide you the courage and the bravery to do that if you decide to. So it's up to you. We all have choices. Just like you choose to be happy every day, you can choose to start doing the right thing out of nowhere. You don't have to keep on keeping on. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here and make a quick video and an update, and to let people know to sit back and observe. People will tell you everything that you need to know, even if you're not intending on calling that person out. Once you say something that resonates with them that they've been doing to you, they're going to call themselves out. They'll be loud and clapping back and posting and commenting and emailing and all of the things to expose themselves. It's inevitable. They can't help it. They're so invested that it's a knee-jerk reaction, because either they're proud, or they're mad that you figured them out, or they just are bubbling over and they can't hold it inside anymore. So it'll happen. Just sit back and observe. Watch your body language. Don't tell too much about yourself, because that's what they want. They want you to loosen your tongue as well, so that they can get in front of you and try to head off your blessings, to head off your plans. So there's lots of people, when you're going through trials or tribulations, that will monitor you in order to um, get in front of you and use the smear campaign to hold you back and make you feel like you're still in a rut and you're blocked even longer. And a lot of times it works, because you'll think that someone's your friend, and then you will go and broadcast, your plans, your strategies, your small victories, whatever it may be. And they're not your friend at all. So they'll go straight to the enemy or straight to your next goal, and they'll try and wreck that for you. So hold your cards close to your vest, and don't expose your hand, because you never know who might be jealous of you, low-key jealous of you, who might be um, running with your enemies. You never know. You never know. So stay woke out there and walk in silence. Observe everything. Talk a whole lot less and protect your peace. I love you guys. I am truly so grateful for where I am, and I want all of you to be where I am in your own lives as well. So just remember that God loves you. Cling to Him with all that you have, because He is all that you need, and you are never alone. You are surrounded by loved ones in the spiritual realm, and they have your back as well, and they will guide you. Listen to your intuition and meditate. I'll talk to you later. Bye.